to the podcast What's Next from and with Carmen Cornelia Haselranter. As an expert in self determination, I deal with topics such as success, joy of life, passion, and health, so that you may take many inputs for yourself. Enjoy listening to this episode. So today it is such a great pleasure to have an extraordinary lady in my podcast, What's Next? She's not only a very good friend of mine, an extremely great example for female empowerment, but she's as well a woman which has an amazing story, and she is using her life story to change the world, of many women of all around the globe. But let me now introduce Monicah Bucher. Welcome to my podcast. Hello.
Oh, come on. This is long overdue. And I am so glad to be here. I am grateful for you to give me this opportunity. It's such an honor to speak to my fellow women about what we do and who we are and where we are taking this, because we are going somewhere, right?
So do we.
Okay, yeah.
So tell to the audience, who is Monicah Bucher? Where does she come from? What is her story?
So who is Monicah Bucher? Monicah Bucher is a social entrepreneur. I am a founder of Daughters of Africa Foundation, which is registered in Germany. I am a Kenyan woman who resides in Germany. Mm-hmm. I am married to a wonderful German man, and I have a wonderful son too, fairly wonderful. And also, I am a sister, I am a mother of many children in the community, orphaned and vulnerable children, and also founder of More Hills Tours and Hosting Company. I'm also the founder of Africa Queens in Business, an organization that works closely with women in Africa and also the diaspora. And also, I am the patron of a football company, academy called the Ali Abondo Academy back in Kenya.
That's so impressive. I mean, of course, all listeners now, there was so many information, and certainly we make sure that in the text underneath, you're going to find all these beautiful links and all this information where you can then dig deeper. But I mean, Monicah, that's so impressive what you do.
Thank you.
And it shows that, yeah, women, when they really found their path and their why, then once they start to run, they really run. So
they run. You give them that baton and they truly, truly run. There's no stopping. And another thing I would want to mention, by the virtue of being a Kenyan, we are runners. We are runners. One of our runners is Kipchoge Keino, and he says, there's no limit, no human is limited. So that is one vision or a story that we are taking out there, that we can do anything. There's no limit to what you can do. And we are here just to hold hands with the global community and say, let's run together, right?
Yes. And this is what you're saying. In order to make a change, you yourself start to be a change. And this is what you do by yourself, being an example for your family, but as well for all this organization you actually found. And I mean, imagine now if you wouldn't have started with that. I mean, that would have changed the life of so many people.
Yes.
It's so impressive. I mean, that you use your network, your power in order to change the world, to change the world of women, because we all know that women have quite a disadvantaged life in many, many countries all around the globe, especially also in Africa and in Kenya. That's a big topic to mention about.
Yes. Yeah, when a woman is the root of change, because the woman is an incubator of dreams and also the incubator of life. Yes. When a woman is given a seed, she will grow it. She will nurture that, grow it, and it will develop into a fruitful tree. So at the end of the day, once you give it to a woman, you know that it is safe. As much as we also advocate for men, but this time we want to say that let's try giving it to a woman and let's see where it goes, because it has also been known that where I come from in Africa, women also led, in history. There was Nefertiti of Egypt, there was the Kandake queens of the North Africa, and these were women queens. The Ethiopian queen of Sheba was also an African, and they were given businesses. They were in charge of businesses. And so we are also coming up with a message to the African women who statistics have shown that in Botswana by 2021, there were 56.3% business women-owned businesses. Yeah. And then in South Africa, that goes to, by 2021, that was 54.9%. And then in Ghana, 51.1%. But Egypt kind of is a little bit on the low side, but still coming up. That was 32.9%. Then my question when I started all this, my question is, where is Kenya? Where is Kenya? Because I want to see many female-owned businesses so that we can have the well-being of our nation. And so as I kept on just working on Kenya, I found out that it's different in many areas and for many women, because when I came to Germany, I found out that also the businesses, not many of them are owned by women who are coming out and saying, this is a female-owned business. They are kind of out in a generation, they create generational businesses, and they are owned by the forefathers of the home. And one of that examples is the Stadler Pencil, which was founded a while back in the 19-somethings, very far behind, but it has evolved to a point that now it is embracing technology. And this Stadler pencil is a pencil that we used to see back at home being brought in Kenya to Kenya as donation. Yeah. And so following the journey, I thought we can do this too and bring up generational businesses that is passed with the families. And when the family is right, then the nation will be okay. And the globe will also be a good place for economic development.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I didn't know all these figures you just told, and this just proves how important it is that women are helping each other no matter where they're coming from. Yes. So just like we met, yes. And we are encouraging ladies with our female empowerment masterclasses and all that to really get into the acceptance of their greatness in order, yes. To do so many other things for themselves and their own business.
Yes. And I'm very excited about what we are doing. I'm so excited about what you're doing. That is a dream come true. Just to find that person that you have the same vision, almost the same, yeah. But with the same energy also. And then again, when we met for the first time, I think I should say this. When we met for the first time, we just been talking in the background. Then we met on Zoom for the first time and our energies just clicked. And there we are in 45 minutes. We both knew what we wanted. We were done. And that is how we created something that is now going to be a global movement. Yes. And I love that. I love that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, dear listener, what just Monicah really told is going to be a great project. We're going to soon announce more where everybody can be part of it. And that's exactly what is so great on our technology we have offered now to get together. It doesn't matter anymore where people are sitting. So this is also encouraging for every single one now listening to this, that please go ahead, stand up and find your sisters and brothers who have the same dream and vision and just make it reality. This is on every single one of you. Just like Monicah is doing with her project, I'm doing with mine, and now we get together and we're going to form something amazing. And I'm really, really excited. Hard not to tell more about it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But please, Monicah, tell the listeners a bit more about the travel agency you as well are taking care for.
The travel agency, which is called Mohil's Tours and Hosting, where we also empower women to take up vacations with a purpose. Yeah, and we say that when you go to a place, when you go to Rome, do as the Romans do. And for us is also that when we go to Rome, and while we do as the Romans do, Romans should also ask us what we've come with, because where we come from a place where we have culture and so many different values, so many values that were passed on to us from many generations. And so when we go to our Romes, quote unquote, it is good that we find our place at that place, and then make sure that we also bring that culture that unites and forms one big community where we learn from each other and develop the universe as a beautiful place that is habitable by all. Yeah.
Very well said. Yeah, besides all this project, you're also like a consultant, you're mentoring people, huh? You are not only back in Germany, but also like leading and helping people, women, especially like in Kenya, to support them. Is there any project at this very moment you would like now to mention and to share with the audience in order for them to get maybe even, you know, their support? Is there something you would like to share from all your this brilliant projects you're having?
Okay, I don't know. As a mother, you have also when you have children, all your children are uniquely talented and you want to help all of them. Yeah. And so as a woman in social entrepreneurship, you kind of find different people who are also gifted uniquely, and you want to help each one of them according to their ability, help them grow their talent. And so when I started my talent acquisition and development journey, where now I say, like, I have found my purpose, how do I help another person or another woman find their purpose? And I didn't start with the women, because women was a personal journey. I went out for the youth. Which was also a transition from the kindergarten level, the children of the kindergarten. So as I evolved now to the youth, the youth wanted to come out and do things, and they were saying, oh, you know what we don't have is the capital. And I said, if you have yourself, if you find yourself, then you have the capital, because your gift, that is a capital. And if you have people around you, social capital, because when it comes to finances, money is with people. So if you know people, of course you got the money. So how do you network, and how do you bring that together so that you can start your business? Because you can talk to someone who knows someone, or who can help you. And the idea is currency. So when you come up with ideas, you are able to form a big organization. One of the examples that I always talk about is when Henry Ford started the Ford vehicle. Mm-hmm. He said he went out, bought one vehicle, dismantled all of it, and he wanted to see what was in there. And his friends thought he was crazy, but he had a dream. He wanted to see how this thing is put on the road and is running and can ferry people from one destination to another. And so what he did is dismantle it several times until he got the trick of how to assemble a whole vehicle. And that has created a generation of Ford business, that has been taken for many years. And so I say, if that one person can, or many other people who are doing the same can, then we can do too, because it only takes an idea to start something beautiful for the whole humanity to enjoy.
It's a very good example you brought with Henry Ford. But what I really like now was that the currency, that your ideas is your currency. That's such a great slogan, because it's really true. It's everything here. And with all this way of technology which comes up and people are afraid, I mean, that's something that no computer can ever take, because it's a combination of creativity. It's a combination of passion, of love, of empathy, of connection, and that's something which is unique of us human beings.
Beautiful.
Very well said,
yes,
Monicah.
Yes. At least now that tells of a story of where I come from and why I'm passionate with this. Yes, and I love what you say about that you also have the same ideology about ideas being the currency. Yes.
Lovely. It's a great saying, and it really pointed out on the fact what it's all about, and every single person has its own idea, and then such as we did, get together and just create your own projects and in order to change the world.
Yes.
Monicah, I mean, we both could talk for hours. Maybe we should make a TV show or something, in order really to make this.
We never finish talking. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the podcast isn't on a very short time frame. I'm sure we're going to have many more opportunities, especially when we talk more about our new projects to get on broadcast. Is there any advice, any tip you would like to give to the audience in this very moment, just right now, in order for sharing?
I want to say thank you very much once again. Like I'm eternally grateful that you came to we met on our path, in our journey of destiny, and just finding our purpose and living our purpose. That was very beautiful. And what I'd also want to say is that this comes from a place of love. If we all love one another and we don't see each other from where we come from, what we do, and everything, when it comes to all those things that have been created by human mind that can distract the purpose journey, if we just veer out of that and come to a purpose journey and take what it is about, it is all about love. If we love each other, we are going to develop and also create a better place to live in. Yeah?
Well said. Truly speak out of my heart. So the solution and the answer is truly love. And you are full of love. I mean, this is your whole appearance, your whole smile. I mean, look at your beautiful smile. Such an amazing thing.
Thank you.
And you're not only talking, you're really living your passion, your path, your calling. And that's definitely a great message to share.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that we could really manage it, and to make sure that you are giving out the words over the platform. Thank you very much for your time, Monicah. Thank you very much. And
my pleasure. It was an honor being with you. Thank you very much. Looking forward to many.
Yes, I'm looking forward to go through our program. And as we already said, dear audience, thank you very much as well for your patience, for your time you invested, that you listened to the beautiful words of Monicah. As a summary, we really can say you are the change. So make sure that you start, no matter where you are at the moment, how old you are, where you are. If you want to see a change in the world, make sure that you start. This is the ending of this beautiful podcast. Thank you very much for listening, and I'm going to see and hear you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Your Mindset Mentor. Talk to you very soon again, and in the meantime, make sure that every day you live yourself in the best version, because you're worth it. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye.